There are signals in the air of all sorts and kind. But it seems this newer one that's been charged on, it seems it's kind of put people on numb. Isn't there a song about that? The Americans have become comfortably numb. Americans have become comfortably numb. It is so easy now for Obama to let open the floodgates. And they're doing it in the name of Islam. It's a distraction, these Mexican children, but there could be a dirty bomb on those buses. Somebody would just get distracted. You see a guard looking over, and you see his eyes, and you do something to avert those eyes in that moment, and they'll miss it. How dangerous is that? The guards have to be on it too, on both sides, because that's the way they play. Because they don't get enough money. Well, let's play the game this way. And, I get what I want, and you get what you want. And we'll not leak nothing to the other side at all. But there's another one say, well, if I leak what I can about the other side, then that will help you. And what to be ready for. And say a market. And be ready, have a market ready for. Just like the 9/11. They had things all rolled up and ready to go for that. What do you call those guys now? I mean, I haven't been paying any attention to them, and that's what's wrong. That Homeland Security. So we got comfortably numb. Homeland Security to me means, the homeland. And we're born here. So it's kind of our homeland now, we just have to adapt to that. And feel that. Because what's there to go back to? They've been overrun, and it's, Islam's creeping. It's the Vatican creeping. Still creeping. And that's what the Vatican does. And this is why all the churches need to understand these kind of things. And yet band together if there's really a God in their life. Because otherwise, you're just going to be eaten up in strife. No, it's just too bad. Ain't that a shame? Ain't that a shame? I want to get back into the feeling this stuff, and I've watched out there sometimes, the birds, when they flush like that, and there's nothing. There's nothing. The animals aren't moving. And listen closely for like someone to be tossing something at them, goofing around. And sometimes they flush this for some reason. I don't know what. Maybe it's those beams, those signals that they send out now that's just made everybody comfortably numb. There's so many things and fell loose and just like gone overboard, and the armies are there to protect. But whose armies are these? there's supposed to be several thousand Russian soldiers over here along with Chinese. They already got their hooks in, got the bets on. I wonder whose side they're going to be on. That's like a holy gin-eater. Oof. So you just grow comfortably numb and not even think about it. You just let it go and go on with your lives. Is that what happened back? That we're able to live this way, or is there a better way to live than this way here? Because there's this tax man. That's not even part of the government. Federal Reserve Bank. But see, there's just so much stuff out there, you know. And how can you not think? Because these stories were told about, you know, the redcoats and all, and how this one and that one was that just probably made up, you know, back in those days, and they withdrew. They were really beat, and they withdrew, but they never stopped thinking and having that intent to take over. You know, you want your freedoms and stuff, and okay, fine. But there's not that many people over here, and the ones that are still, they're in the Stone Age. And what had to happen to them, you know? It's, you know, you think now about that, and say if that were a moment now, you know, being brought up like we are, how would we react to that sort of behavior? You know, is equal to what they did back then to stop whatever it was that was coming on. And there gets to be a time when, you know, these new white people coming over, building forts. They were powder kegs, you know, because they had all their powder because they needed to, you know, kill animals for food. And there's a lot of these people, and they need a lot of food. And, you know, the Indians were getting a little bent because, you know, hey, you know, this is our country, and, you know, we welcome you here, but it seems that you're not really heaven sent, as is pictured in the beginning. Because, you know, there's a balance here of life, and you're putting it out of tilt. And of course, that colonel, like, whatever, what's his name and this and that, is, oh, look at this. He pulls out his pistol and goes, you know, right in the head of that person within that tribe that had so much of that understanding and that knowledge, and of why he carried a lot. He carried metric tons full. Go on, you think of what, you know, what would we do now in those kind of times? And if time's bent back till then, you know, not in the looks or in the fashion, but time bent back to times like those to relive an event that was lived in the past, because you know what that past and how it got bent and what caused and what happened. Would you not want it to change? Would you not want that to change? And it can be changed. But, you know, your thoughts can't be evil. If you have an evil intent for that, then it can't be done. You know, some have learned to do a little, but that comes back on them many times fold, and their name will be in the paper. Especially the ones right now that was stolen the gold. Messages from beyond the hammered bracelet. And I do send thoughts back on, you know, beyond what I feel and I say in the vids. Because it's like in those times when there's something there and you know, your face has got to change because of the emotion and the meaning and the intent of it, and you feel it. And you just can't say it, you know? That's something that you have to feel. I can't say it. Nothing can make me say it, because nothing can make me say it. There's this thing I did one time with the mirror when I looked into it and looked into it. There's a time when it grows black and you can't see anything. And it makes you want to blink and shake your head and all. But you just look into a mirror. It was a copper coated mirror. And there was like 4 of them I'd put on the wall in a diamond. And I was sitting looking into one at the bottom. And it just did the thing like you do when you look in the mirror. It just grows dark. And then you do it again. It gets a little distracted, whatever. You just do it again. And that darkness starts to go away. And you blink, flinch, whatever. You just start over again. You just keep repeating it till you get that place where you don't have to. Because you just can't say it. No, I don't want to miss out on this. No. If there's anything coming to harm something like this, well, we need to use our armies, Air Force, Navy, Marines to clear out, because we need you to clear out the chaff that's in America. What are you guys being taught now in uniform in regards to the American people? I know before, past times, the word was on, but how has that word changed now? Because there could be so many misunderstandings there that they could be just directed at like anyone. They're even calling if someone stands out to arms in a crowd, that they will take out the leader because they have a thing written down where they can. I mean, it's this fear thing, It's the let thing, and it's letting down freedom, not caring. Just sliding on in, comfortably numb. So what really stirs country to war. It's families. It's families that are hidden, from everyone. Except other similar, where they want to call themselves, they're not gods. And it seems like we're just hand-me-downs. New ones coming on, and they're more spoilt, more abusive. And that's when, you have to put something down. Like a down payment. For to get things done. But whose side is anyone really on? They're just slogans out there, and things, and that's just not it, And I bet they can hear. I bet if you get too close, you can hear them pretty clearly, shouting out orders. Because, your mind, your thoughts, get into a distinct order of something, of understanding, and they would want to distract that. If you were in control, wouldn't you? Something that could disrupt you and just like your status, and it just pulls you right out and down because, that wasn't right. That really sucks when you get pulled out of that. Not ever really know you were messing up. Because somebody didn't lay out the rules and tell you. Well, I gotta get some more water. Not much to do. You sit here by yourself, you just. I need a bigger view, Be like a wider view. This is just. Then you have to go out. It's so hot out there, It's cloud covered, and then now the piercing heat was humidity. And you sweat like you just got drenched in a river when you come out. Well, till we meet again.